Blessings sent from above, grow and carry love. Blessings sent from above, grow and carry love.
Hey everybody, what's up? Welcome back to Growing with Donnie. So I just wanted to come through real quick and kind of show you guys what's going on in my balcony garden. It's been a little bit since I've shown you what's happening outside, and like honestly, we've had temperatures in like the 50s for a little over 2 weeks, I guess. The nights are still getting a little bit cold, so it's not quite time to start bringing things outside. I did winter sow. As I know, I shared some of my goals with you guys before. I did a little bit of winter sowing, not quite as much as I would have liked, and as I can see right now, maybe not to the amount of success that I had hoped for, but that's okay. I'm gonna start like slowly but surely getting things cleaned up out here, and that way I can start planting seeds directly and buying other like brassica transplants and some more perennials and whatnot. But anyway, long story long, let's get into this mini tour. So as you can see, I have a lot of cleanup in my storage area to do. Some things that need to be thrown away, just cleaned up in general. I need to get a new sprayer nozzle for my hose. I don't remember dropping it, but it had like a huge crack in it. So I think what happened is that it cracked from the freeze. From it being too cold out here, there must have been water inside of it or something. So I think it froze and expanded and just cracked it. So I got to get a new one of those. So anyway, moving on. This has actually turned into my worm bin. I got some worm compost from a neighbor, and she said that it was sifted and that it would not have worms in it, but maybe there were eggs. I don't really know. I just know that once I got to the bottom of the bin, I noticed some of the, oh, see, there's a couple right there. Do you see them? Yeah. I don't know if you can see them. They're hiding. They're running away. One right there. There was another one over here. Yeah. So anyway, I have worms. That wasn't really on purpose. I'm not really prepared to take good care of them just yet. Ooh, I'm like really messing up their vibe down here. Let me stop digging around. But anyway, this has kind of turned into my worm bin. So I have to figure out how I'm going to keep this reasonably on my balcony without it being messy and whatnot and funky, which I don't think it will be, but I got to figure that out. So to show you guys what's going on over in this corner, some of you may remember last spring or fall, I guess you could say, it was later in the year. I bought a hyssop plant. It was a decent size, and you can see some of the old plants, some of the old wood here, but it actually came back. Yay! I'm so excited. I'm so happy that I didn't have to regrow it. And then over there in the corner is actually lovage. So I cut it off at the soil level. I honestly thought I took the whole thing out or that the whole thing was dead. I don't even know what I thought, but it's coming back. It does grow like a really long, sturdy taproot, kind of like a burdock, which I've learned. So I'm not too surprised that it's still down in there and coming back to life. So I'm excited about that. And then there's nothing really growing in these other, oops, let me zoom out. nothing really happening in these other 3 bins right now. I did empty these little containers so that I can just refresh all the soil in all my containers here, and then I'll refill these, and plant something in them. This was lamb's ear, which in all of my reading it said to cut off at the soil level and that it would come back, but this looks and feels beyond that. I don't think that it's alive anymore, and there was some in there too, and I don't think it's coming back. So that's sad, because it is supposed to be perennial, and I really like the look of lamb's ear and the little purple flowers that would come from it, but that's okay. Just gives us more room to plant other things for later. And then I've got lots of winter sowing happening in these little like faux greenhouses. This one is brassicas and spinach. So I think there's like broccoli in there. Yeah, broccoli, red mustard. Oh, and mustard spinach. So that's what's in there. And then this one has flowers mostly. And this one has herbs. So yeah, that's exciting. And then this is my mint that I grew from seed. This is spearmint that is still thriving and doing really well. I need to get in here and do a little bit of cleanup, get some of those dead pieces out of there so, we don't have any disease or anything like that. This is my blackberry plant that I was very skeptical about, but I left it alone to see what would happen, and it indeed has come back. So I'm really excited about that, and I really hope that I'm going to get some blackberries this year. I don't know if you guys have ever felt the leaves on a blackberry plant, but they're kind of fuzzy. They feel good. So anyway, it is growing every day, and I love it. So you can see some of the foliage here is like darker green already, and then some really bright green. So that's just indication that it is growing and doing very well. Nothing in here either. Probably will get rid of this container. I thought I had another one of these containers, and I'm not seeing it. So I'm going to figure that out, because I kind of want the 2 of these situations to be uniform. Oh, it's stacked. I do have 2. So I'll probably get rid of this and move this over and just have the 2 of those there. Don't know what I'm going to put in it yet, but we'll figure that out in a little bit. This was my attempt at cold composting. It's really just old roots and leaves and stems from my garden, and honestly it's broken down pretty quickly. I have put some of it in there with the worms, so that they have something to eat, and they don't die. So yeah, we'll see how that continues to come along. I don't know what's going to really happen with it, but we'll see. It's something to use as compost. What else do I have? I've got some overwintered brassicas that honestly have seen better days. These plants here are Georgia collards, which some have started to go to seed, and I pulled them out. So we'll see how many more of them survived through it starting to warm up. I may have to just pull them all, which is fine, but they're really strong plants right now, so I hope that they can kind of, survive. I don't know what this little weedy thing is, but it's cute. Neither do I know what this one is, but anyway. What else? I got some Portuguese kale, and this is purple echinacea. This is white echinacea. These are coming back so excited about that. I hope they come back strong enough that I actually get flowers this summer and fall. So fingers crossed. This is, I think it's green onion, and I don't even remember planting it, but it started coming up and I was like, is this a weed? What is this? And I broke a piece off and it's totally green onion or scallion or something. So yeah, or chive, I mean. So it smells really good. I like it. And I'll leave it for now. What else? I've got some strawberries starting to come back. Not all of them look that good. Some of them are down to bare root situation. And I need to like continue to hydrate them and give them some fertilizer, and we'll see what happens. I like 100% neglected this tower, which is not good, especially for someone who wanted it to come back and wanted to keep their perennials around for the next year. So ignore that. I just need to mix it in. It is fertilizer that I had put at the top to start breaking in, just bone meal and fish meal. Yeah, so I just need to get this mixed in, worked in, and watered in. And as you can see, like, my soils have not completely warmed up just yet. I'm having to like break it like a freaking creme brulee. So yeah, what else? That's really it. I'm excited to start cleaning up, getting things tidy. It's not like, can I zoom out? Nope, I'm zoomed all the way out. It's not quite as bad as it looks. I think my worst issues right now are finding what I want to do with this, where I want to put it. I could also just put it here and scoot the Blackberry over, just have it here. I was also thinking about moving the tower to the center, because sometimes it's hard to turn it and get to everything in there, and it would be easier if there were bigger plants over that way. You know what I mean? So just scoot everything over a bit, and move the tower to the center. Only problem with that, I think, that I can see is that I won't have full usage of my hooks that I have. I may have to relocate one to another spot, which is not the worst thing that I've ever had to do. So I can also still utilize all three of those over there. So we'll figure that out. But otherwise, I'm really excited. It's a really nice day today, and I'm out here in like just a hoodie. And yeah, I just need to get everything else organized and cleaned up, and ready for the season. How's your guys' garden coming along? Are you further along than me? I hope so. All right, y'all. Thanks for coming by and hanging out with me in my little naked garden. And I will see y'all on the next video. Bye.